the Boston Bruins halfway to their goal of winning this Eastern Conference Final. Game 3 and 4 in Raleigh.
Boston's been a great team all year. This group that they have has been together for a long time, and they know how to win. So it's going to be a challenge. We know that.
This is Rod Brindamore's first season as a head coach. And for all the familiarity, this is, after all, the same franchise he captained to its first Stanley Cup in 2006. It's taken some adjustment from his playing days.
I thought coaching, honestly, when I played was, come on, how hard is it? You just get, if you have good players, how do you not win, right? Like, just open the door, make sure your best guys are getting their ice time. It's not that hard. And then you get to it and you're like, whoa. You gotta be hard, you gotta be hard. My biggest concern was I had, I think, 12 new players. I think we had 5 rookies up front. When you bring in a whole bunch of new players, that's like a disaster written all over it.
He told him from day one, I want this team to compete hard every night. Rod Brindamore never asked more of a player than he asked of himself, and they knew that. I mean, you know, some players might sit in the locker room and grumble, well, that coach never played in the NHL. You can't say that about Rod Brindamore.
One of the first things he did as head coach was name a captain. His teammate from that cup-winning team, Justin Williams.
That was the easiest decision I had to make. We know how much of a team sport it is, but there's certain guys that have to lead the way, and we had the guy sitting in our locker room, so that was a very easy decision.
With the exception of Williams and a few others, the Hurricanes are a young team, and with youth comes inexperience.
The bad part is they don't understand that this may never happen again, but it's good that they don't understand how big a moment it is. The pressure's not on them. They just go play. So I think once they get through it and they experience it all, and however long we go, they look back on it, the next time is when this could be interesting, because now they do know, you know, what to expect.
Known affectionately during his playing days as Rod the Bod, the weight room has always been Brindamore's sanctuary. He's adorned it with a new team mantra, the 5 C's.
You got the C5 Hurricanes, which is the baddest hurricane ever, so I was thinking one day, wow, that's interesting. At the end of the day, if you're not competitive, you got no chance, and teams that care about each other, obviously you got to do it every day. That's the consistency part. And the culture, that's what we've been kind of talking about lacking. Well, if you have those things, that's what you have. And that just gives you a chance to win the championship.
He's still in the gym twice a day, and it's a little bit intimidating at times as a player. You walk around, you see your coach throwing around all that iron, but I think Roddy sets the tone for this team, and he's done a great job.
Super proud of you guys. Third thing on that commitment line, right? Care. You can't bottle it. You can't put any money on it. You can't weigh it. You can't do anything. We got that. That's our edge.
Hockey brought Rod Brindamore to Raleigh nearly 20 years ago. He's planted roots, raised a family.
We got 4 kids, 3 are older, and then I have a 7-year-old, hence I'm sitting in the carpool line. Brooks, what'd you do today? One thing.
Well, I went to a book fair, and I got a Hurricanes poster.
Well, that's good. Like you needed one of those.
Yep.
Hey, keep doing what we're doing! Out and in! Forecheck!
Brindamore has seen this franchise at its worst and also at its very best.
This is a big year for us. It wasn't so much about winning, you know, the Stanley Cup necessarily, but we had to get relevant again, and because we've been irrelevant for a long time, and you know, I think we've established that, at least in this market. We've gotten the buzz back, and that's been huge. In 2002, just getting to the finals that one year, all of a sudden you could see the interest in hockey, and then when we actually won in 2006, the spike in kids playing hockey went off the charts, and you know, we've had this kind of dip, and youth hockey kind of leveled off, and now again it's, you know, spiking again. So it does matter, you know, how the team does. Did you eat your lunch?
It was pizza day. Do you even remember?
I forgot it's Tuesday.